Hello and welcome to your favorite show on Galaxy Universal Network with me, your boy Katla Ramahambanyani Sharaway here. And let's say Nike one in Jadona Bankapa, Ning Ning Bang for Omong. Every day always have visitors in my house, and today I'm with none other than Omasi Chaba Kobola. Mashaba Kobola, how are you?
Okay, my name is Omasi Chaba Kobola Khadia Masuran. And I'm very excited to be here today.
Hey, good guys. That's what we heard. And just greetings again to my brother from Nigeria, Somalia, Sudan, and my cousins from Ghana. I'm even forgetting my own people. Anyway, I'm guys just moving on to the first story of the day. The stories I'm going to be talking about with my co-host today, Omasi Chaba, that Mathewson was actually mauled by lions, and there's an actual big story about it all over social media.
And Bushiri is allegedly accused of rape.
And we'll also be talking about the whole worldwide Black Lives Matter movement actually gaining momentum once more.
Not forgetting how Jerusalem a video hit 100 million views on YouTube.
And we'll also be getting into the story of Mr. Handsome. Is Twakase Twitter actually going after celebrities once more just for a little 5 seconds of fame?
It's crazy. But anyway, let's get to the stories. Conservationist West Mathewson was mauled by lions at his home at the Lion Tree Top Lodge near Hatesprit. His daughter-in-law Terry Mathewson, who's described the accident as tragic, said the animals are safe and will forever be loved and cared for as he would have wanted.
So basically this family actually loves animals so much that even after an animal has actually mauled your own father-in-law, you still say you're going to take care of these animals. So what do you think about that?
I feel like people need to stop petting wild animals. They deserve to be living in the wildlife. That's where they belong.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're forgetting that these people take an animal so that they actually save from people. I mean, right now we've got your whole, we've got poaching, we've got people, and it's actually a conservationist. It means that they actually take care of animals. They groom these animals and actually raise these animals.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we know that lions are actually dangerous, and we would not advise anyone to be, playing around with lions. But hey, guys, some people have life choices that are, some people might question.
It's crazy. I feel like people should just leave wildlife where they belong.
Yeah.
But honestly.
Yeah, and also police have also revealed that a docket was opened following the attack, and actually police are now investigating. And then the sad stories we were talking about even before the show was that the wife was actually watching helplessly while the lion was actually killing her husband. So can you just imagine witnessing that?
She's currently going through right now.
Yeah, and then moving on to the next story rather. Prophet Bushiri is actually in the spotlight once more. Prophet Bushiri is actually in the spotlight once more because of rape allegations that were actually said by people that were alleged from his church. Two women were actually telling reporters rather that what he did apparently even rape people, and it's allegations that are raising again, putting Bushiri in the spotlight for something that's actually not right once more.
And the most annoying thing is that he gives them money after that, just so they can shut up about it. And
what the sad thing is, that the same money he's getting from the people. So we are not saying he did it, but these are allegations. And once again, he did come out to actually deny these allegations and actually say, Mina, I did not do that. I mean, we know that once somebody accuses someone of something, the first thing they do is not going to say, I did it. So obviously he denied the allegations.
Now, the other thing is that EFF is now comparing this allegation to prostitution rather.
Rather, let me just correct you. It's not the EFF, it's the people on social media.
Oh, yes.
What they were saying is that because EFF is actually advocating
for prostitution to be
legalized.
Yes.
Yeah, so people are actually just comparing these two things, which you cannot compare because
rape,
like you said,
rape, you need consent.
Yes, with rape is consent, and people that go into prostitution is by choice. Yeah. So it's not necessarily something you can compare.
Yeah.
You cannot be talking about somebody being raped and then somebody says this is the same thing as prostitution. So when are we now saying about the victims? Why are we then blaming the victims for this happening?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the other hand, we have the U.S. Justice Department said on Wednesday that it would open a federal civil rights investigation into Officer Rustin Sheskey after he shot a black man, Jacob Blake, multiple times as the man tried to enter his car, touching off several days of protest in Kenosha, Vis. The FBI will conduct the federal inquiry in the cooperation with the Wisconsin authorities, that the department said in a statement after the officer opened fire on Mr. Blake on Sunday, leaving him partially paralyzed.
Yeah, so actually we did touch on the story of my co-host yesterday, already saying that it was actually sad to still see that white, actually black people in America are still feeling victimized by police. Can you imagine being victimized by people that you're supposed to run to for safety? Yeah.
And this is not only the first Black Lives Matter protest that has been happening after the
one. Guys, she's actually choking. But anyway, so what happened is that we know about Black Lives Matter move. Like it's been so many incidents. It's been happening all around, and it's something that we've been seeing. And it's really unfortunate we are still in 2020 while still facing COVID-19, and you really cannot. You kind of be focusing on finding vaccines for these things because we're still dealing with another pandemic where we're still seeing Black people killed.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be thinking for your safety. You can't be also running away from the cops. So
True.
it's actually a very sad situation to still be seeing.
It is.
Yeah.
And later on, we will be having, meanwhile, a 17-year-old
17-year-old was actually identified
as Kylie Rittenhouse was arrested and charged with homicide after 2 people were gunned and a third was seriously wounded during protests over the police shooting of Jacob Blake.
Yeah, so actually what happened is that following these protests, right, people actually went to the streets, and there's a whole protest in America right now where people are actually feeling that, you know what, something has to be done. But it's unfortunate that during the same protest, kids are actually dying at the hands of other young kids. And I think we actually have a video of these protests where we just need to see what was happening. Just check out this video.
I am my brother's keeper. And when you say the name Jacob Blake, make sure you say father, make sure you say cousin, make sure you say son, make sure you say uncle, but most importantly, make sure you say human. Human life. Let it marinate in your mouth, in your minds. A human life. Just like every single one of y'all and everywhere around the world. We're human. And his life matters. So many people have reached out to me telling me they're sorry that this happened to my family. Well, don't be sorry, because this has been happening to my family for a long time. Longer than I can account for. It happened to Emmett Till. Emmett Till is my family. Philando, Mike Brown, Sandra. This has been happening to my family. And I've shared tears for every single one of these people that it's happened to. This is nothing new. I'm not sad. I'm not sorry. I'm angry. And I'm tired. I haven't cried one time. I stopped crying years ago. I am numb. I have been watching police murder people that look like me for years. I'm also a Black history minor. So not only have I been watching it in the 30 years that I've been on this planet, but I've been watching it for years before we were even alive. I'm not sad. I don't want your pity. I want change.
And then at the same time having the emotions of going on to what happened outside of Milwaukee, to James Blake, Jacob Blake. I'm sorry, Jacob Blake. It's what we've been talking about, and it's what we're gonna continue to talk about. Having 2 boys of my own. And me being an African American in America, and to see what continues to happen with the police brutality towards my kind, continue to see what goes on with the unjust. It's very troubling. It's very troubling, and we play a beautiful game, which brings so many great families together, and people be able to rejoice and enjoy it. But at the same time, never losing track of what's really going on in our world, especially here in America. So, my prayers goes to that family, and hopefully we can have some change. And it starts with, I believe it starts with November. That's why I started an initiative that I'm doing with More Than a Vote, and getting people to understand what's really at risk, and the change. If we continue to talk about change, we have an opportunity to make change, but it still doesn't stop there. Even with whoever comes next.
Welcome back to Galaxy Social Trends. And continuing with the stories, Master KG's dream of reaching 100 million streams on YouTube with his hit Jerusalema has become a reality just months after he set the goal. Jerusalema is easily the biggest South African export this year, topping charts around the world and spawning a viral dance challenge. It has been streaming from Cape Town to Calcutta, and on Wednesday reached the 100 million views on Wednesday.
Yeah, so actually congratulations to Master KG. I don't know. Yeah, whatever he's saying, just congratulations to the guy. Actually, he didn't even reach 100 million views by yesterday, and he was actually telling people on social media and the beauty of this is that even Zomgode, even Nomcebo Zikode is actually benefiting from this.
An amazing vocalist, and you know, so many people didn't know her. They didn't know that she's always been in the industry. She's released very amazing, beautiful songs with Ganyane, Tepotula, DJ Ganyane, so many other artists.
So it just shows that sometimes your success of one project could actually open doors. I mean, she was number 2 on so many platforms that we can't even mention everywhere. People are even now listening to her other song because of the success of Jerusalem.
True, and you know one thing I like about Master KG, coming back to her, is that he knows when to take the shine, and he knows when to give his vocalist shine. For example, with Makazi, he started
the ex-girlfriend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the ex-girlfriend. We know what happened. He gave her the shine, and all of us. But you know, I always did find something sketchy with that relationship. You know, sometimes when 2 artists are in the spotlight, all of a sudden it's a relationship. Yeah, and I feel like even this Jerusalem was fixed just so that Jay Abatole Ama views. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just moving on to the last story.
Okay, we will be talking about Mr. Handsome.
Yeah, it's Twaka said Twitter. I call him Twaka said Twitter.
Oh, okay. And he's not... Okay, anyway, let me rather not go there. But I hate how he's always provoking people.
Yeah. Basically, this guy is basically famous for just touching the nerves of the wrong people.
Unnecessarily.
And actually, Twitter just took him, like today, Twitter was just like, we're not going to listen to this guy. We are not going to take, because they were just lashing out at him. Because if you attack no, it's Twitter, no, but you know, Twitter, you wake up one morning, you're trending for a good thing. All of a sudden, someone just says one negative comment and it trends.
Okay, because Izolo, they were praising him of how he should put people to their places. He's the president, they should replace him, and I didn't realize that he was not being replaced. Yeah, it actually shows that, you know what, sometimes social media is just a platform where people just voice out different views per day, just how they feel on the day. I mean, you could be a hero today. You could give people, Namanje, even Master KG could be celebrated, 100 million views. The next thing Twitter is actually turned out. They did to Siga.
You know all of them, exactly what I mean. But just to move on to the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we actually have a beautiful guest in the studio. It's going to be a beautiful interview with Marco Duplessis, and just stick around for that. We'll see you after the short break.
Feel the heat.
I love Adam Selman.
The girls are really thin. I think it looks very glamorous from the outside.
The life of a model in New York City.
There is such cool prints. So many.
You know, I'm buying this.
Look at me and all the selfie sort of thing. Honestly, I didn't really know that was actually a job. It just didn't occur to me.
Congratulations. Feel the excitement. Feel the heat with Starsat. Feel the heat.
Chicken portions are an easy way to feed a crowd.
I've just started to incorporate all my ingredients.
We're going to put this inside of a hot cast iron skillet.
You want to really fill up on great protein.
It's now time to sample the chef's dish. Look at this.
I know.
Like that?
Feel the excitement.
The chicken is on the spot.
Feel the heat with Starsat. Feel the heat.
Do you dream of awesome cartoons filled with funny characters who go on extraordinary adventures?
Everybody ready?
Ready!
Hold on, I'm coming.
This is absolute genius.
I'm on my way.
I'm ready.
Time to go!
Feel the excitement.
Like it? I love it.
Feel the heat with Starsat. Feel the heat. Feel the excitement. Feel the heat with Starsat. Feel the heat.
Just watch this. Let the pictures tell you everything.
That was delightful. Feel the heat with StarSat.
The power to defeat coronavirus is in our hands. Play your part by following these 5 basic precautions. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water or sanitizer for at least 20 seconds. Maintain a safe distance of at least 1.5 meters from people around you. Wear a cloth mask at all times when in public. Always cough or sneeze into your elbow or tissue. If you're an employer, screen your employees daily for symptoms of COVID-19 and where appropriate, refer for testing. Working together, we can beat the coronavirus. A message from government.
Feel the heat.
I love Adam Selman.
The girls are really thin. I think it looks very glamorous from the outside.
The life of a model in New York City.
There is such cool prints. So many.
You know, I'm buying this.
Look at me and all the selfie sort of thing. Honestly, I didn't really know that was actually a job. It just didn't occur to me.
Congratulations.
Feel the excitement. Feel the heat with StarSat. Feel the heat.
Chicken portions are an easy way to feed a crowd.
I've just started to incorporate all my ingredients.
We're going to put this inside of a hot cast iron skillet.
You want to really fill up on great protein.
It's now time to sample the chef's dish. Look at this.
I know.
Like that?
Feel the excitement.
The chicken is on the spot.
Feel the heat with StarSat. Feel the heat.
Do you dream of awesome cartoons filled with funny characters who go on extraordinary adventures?
Everybody ready? Ready! Hold on, I'm coming!
This is absolute genius.
I'm on my way.
I'm ready. Titans, go!
Feel the excitement.
Like it? I love it!
Feel the heat with StarSat. Feel the heat. Feel the excitement. Feel the heat with StarSat. Feel the heat.
Just watch this. Let the pictures tell you everything.
It's all the way through!
Oh, what about that? That was really special. Those are the moments that supporters will remember.
Feel the excitement. That was delightful. Feel the heat with StarSat.
The power to defeat coronavirus is in our hands. Play your part by following these 5 basic precautions. Regularly wash your hands with soap and water or sanitizer for at least 20 seconds. Maintain a safe distance of at least 1.5 meters from people around you. Wear a cloth mask at all times when in public. Always cough or sneeze into your elbow or tissue. If you're an employer, screen your employees daily for symptoms of COVID-19 and where appropriate, refer for testing. Working together, we can beat the coronavirus. A message from government.
Violence and sexual abuse against children has become a major social challenge during the COVID-19 lockdown. We appeal to adults, parents and caregivers to be kind towards children during this lockdown and beyond. Give children the space they need to engage with their reading and learning activities. Do not hit them. Do not yell at them. They are equally frustrated. We urge you to listen, support and help the children to survive the COVID-19 lockdown. Report immediately any incident of sexual abuse. The Department of Basic Education. Every child is a national asset.
The day will come when these measures are no longer needed. Until then, however, we must ensure that all our people receive adequate support. We look ahead to a better future. I have faith in the strength and the resilience of ordinary South Africans who have proven time and time again throughout our history that they can rise to any challenge that is presented to our country. We shall recover. We shall overcome.
Welcome back from the break. You're still with me, Katla Eroma Champagne, and you're right here on Galaxy Universal Network's social trends. And Masichaba had to just step away because he doesn't right now actually have a whole family, a whole gang of people on the stage with me right now. Marco to Plessis and the guest. Welcome, guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Welcome. So I'm here with Marco, who's a Pretoria, local-based international. I'm sorry about that. He's a former runway model who's been doing a whole lot of things. He's a member of the LGBTQIA community, and you proud of it?
The plus, yeah.
Yes. Would you just tell us a bit about your show?
So the show is called Drizzles. So basically, what Drizzles is little animals that live in the clouds. Because the nice part about children's theatre is you create a little fantasy world for them. Yeah. So every time you look up, you know that the Drizzles are living there. We're the first show as well in South Africa that's got LGBT and multicultural inclusion.
Yeah, so just tell us more about that. What actually inspired you to actually, you know what, it's a part of the community that people actually shy away from, and it's actually 2020 where we are moving into a new dawn, a new world where we're actually more accepting of people in life. So what actually inspired you to actually partake and do this?
Weirdly enough, lockdown kind of created the opportunity for me to create Drizzles. So I lost my job because we were working full-time as well in another children's show. Yeah. So then when lockdown happened, I was like, okay, cool, we need to go digital because it is 2020 as well. Yeah. Let's do a digital show. That being said, because it's then my own show, I could actually step in and become the LGBT activist with the show. Whereas other shows tend to not want to do it because, I don't know, they might be scared or... But if no one's going to do it, we're never going to get that inclusion. We're never going to get that discussion. So at some point, we just need to go for it.
Yeah. So do you think, from what you've studied, how do you plan on incorporating your studies to what you've done now? I mean, it's something totally different. So how do you think you're going to incorporate what you've studied to what you're doing right now?
Well, it kind of goes both, because I did study drama, so like the performance arts side is here, but then with the clinical psychology, we're doing the shows next month, for example, we're taking on divorce as a subject. It's like there's a lot of kids going through divorces that's living in 2 different houses. They don't understand, and no show is there for them. So the psychology element comes in, they're writing it from an academical perspective, where you can give constructive advice without it being just like a fluffy show. So that's kind of how I'm using all of that
I actually thought of something as you were talking right now. How do you think you're going to incorporate the effects of COVID-19 and how you've been affected personally into a type of story that you can make in future?
So I don't know how we're going to include it in the future.
I just gave you an idea. I just saw your eyes light up right now. I think I just gave you an idea. So how do you think you're going to incorporate the effects of COVID-19 and how it affected you as a person into your next show, maybe?
That's the thing. Like, I always, when I'm writing the shows, I always write from my personal experience. So for me, COVID has kind of been a blessing, but at the same time, it's been very, very difficult, and I think it's going to be more difficult going forward. So we'll definitely look at something like that. It's like, think about how some of the characters, especially maybe the fairy, how she would experience COVID, you know. So it is an interesting idea.
With that being said, without wasting much of your time, guys, let's just show you the presentation from Drizzles. Let me just step out of shot and just let you do what you do best.
Awesome, let's do it.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I think I'm running late for my interview. Oh, where is my crew? Where is everybody to help me with my strings? Excuse me? Where is everybody to help me with my makeup and my eyelashes, darlings? Huh? This is my interview. I want my nails done, I need my hair done, and I definitely need my lashes. Oh, is there anybody who wants to ask me any questions? Like, anything? Dipotso? Questions? Guys, I have a date. And I need this interview to be done.
Nikki, why are you making so much noise?
Excuse me, Madam Fairy, but we only call you or wish for you in our hearts. What are you doing here?
Oh, but Nikki, we told you once before that this show is not only about you. This show is an all-inclusive show. It's not only for you, Nikki.
Oh, wow. You know what? I am going to my date, darlings. Whatever.
That's probably better. You know, I think this is family programming, so it might be a bit better. Go to Tasha's. I think that's a good idea for you, yes.
Where is the crew?
Oh, hello, all you lovely, lovely people. So my name is the Fairy Godmother. You see, I'm in charge of the clouds, but I had to take off to come and do the interview. That's why the cloud fell. You know, so we are the Drizzles, and we live up in the clouds. So every time you look up, you know that we are there watching over you. So my job is to make the rainbows and to make it rain. And Mrs. Fairy! Mrs. Fairy! Oh, I don't know who's coming here now. Mrs. Fairy! Oh, this is not a good idea. Oh, she's so loud. Let me go. Mrs. Fairy, where are you going? Why are people always leaving me alone? I just want to play around and make some friends, but they're always just leaving. Oh, there's cameras there. I didn't know there was going to be any cameras. Cindy, come look, there's cameras over here. No, man, why are you crying again? Oh, wait, no, Cindy, take a breath. To get me some water.
No, I don't want water. I want my stripes.
Oh, so what happened to your straps, Cindy?
I don't know, but somebody stole my stripes.
Oh, and you didn't see who stole your stripes?
No.
Oh, I think it was that Tony. Do you know that Tony was always making fun of you because you are part of the LGBT community? Oh, and I hope Tony learns his lesson because, you know, Cindy, the important part is that although there's differences between all of us, there's always something that's the same. And we should always work from the parts that's the same because that's the only way we're going to find inclusion.
Yes, and Drizzles is a show that is all about inclusivity. I am the very first LGBT character. You guys need to watch the show. But can we please go find my stripes?
Look, Cindy, I'm whopping.
I want my stripes.
Mr. Friday! Mr. Friday! Where did everyone go all of a sudden? Oh, I don't know. Well, if you do find them, you can maybe search for them on Instagram or on Facebook, or maybe you can just join our website at the end of the month. And we all hope that you have fun with Drizzles.
You guys heard it. Only Galaxy Universal Network will actually bring you something that is so beautiful. I mean, if you listen to the message was actually very inspiring, guys. It's 2020, guys. We know right now we're gonna be judging anybody on their preference of sexuality or anything. And if you're listening very carefully, it's a very inspiring show, guys. You know what? It's the year where things are just different. It's the year to love. Mr. Marco du Plessis, that was a very beautiful presentation. We'd love to have you one day again on the show to have a different presentation, just to teach people more on what they need to do. And just thank you for this today.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and guys, that was it, guys. Shout out ATL, guys. You know, we always bring you the best here, Galaxy Social Trends. We'll see you on the flip side tomorrow. And out.